One time my friend got an entire 7-book series at the thrift store for like $2 because I thought it was damaged, when in reality the author had signed every single book and they didn't realize that it was a signature. Why hello my literary geeks, happy Wednesday. Story of my life. So you know when you get a book and then like you get it signed and it's the coolest feeling in the world because you're like, this author has put a piece of themselves into this perfect piece of literature. I must have it. I must cherish it. Well, I, working at a bookstore, have accumulated a couple of said books and would like to share them all with you for this lovely WordNerd Wednesday. Very shoulder rolly today, I don't know what that's about. I actually have only met half of the people that have signed these books. For example, I do have a signed copy of Nevernight by J. Kristoff, but this is a special signed first edition, so I've never met him, but he seems pretty cool. A couple of other word nerds have met or seen this author. I have not, but I still got a signed first edition, and that is Victoria Aveyard, author of Red Queen, for her second book, Glass Sword. How bad is it that I have not started reading this yet? I just... And while I have sadly not met Sarah J. Maas, author of the Throne of Glass series and the A Court of Thorns and Roses series, I do have a signed copy of her second book, A Court of Mist and Fury, and I would love for her to sign the other one so that they can match. As for authors that I have met who have signed my books, I'm going to go with the one and only Kenneth Opel for Every Hidden Thing. I went to a HarperCollins publishing event and he was there and he signed my book, and I think it's fun because his main character in this book is named Rachel. Another book that I have very recently signed is Mary E. Pearson, author of The Remnant Chronicles. She came to the bookstore I work at and did an event, so I got her to sign my book, and she was very nice. Another author who I met and was lovely is Danielle L. Jensen of the Stolen Songbird trilogy, which was phenomenal. And she was pretty nice to sign that, and on the tour there was also Elise Kova, who is the author of the Air Awakens series, and she gave me a lovely scribbly signature as well. One of my favorite authors of all time, Cassandra Clare, I got to meet at another book signing event, obviously. Why do I keep saying book signing event? Like, obviously they're at a book signing event if they're signing books. Clockwork Princess was a book that just ripped my heart in 12 billion pieces, but she signed it for me, and now, you know, there's just like that little extra bit of specialness about it. I also got to meet on the same tour Holly Black, who signed Darkest Part of the Forest for me, but now I kind of regret not having her sign Tith or Tithe or Tithe or whatever the crap the name of that book is, because that was the first Holly Black book I ever fell in love with, even though this one I think has a nicer cover. And because both of them were on a book tour for The Copper Gauntlet, which is the second book in their Magisterium series together, I got both of them to sign this one. And last but not least, a book that is kind of familiar by a person who might be a little familiar as well, and that is Frost by Erin Latimer of the WordNerds, and I have a lovely signature in there when I harassed her for weeks and weeks and weeks to bring me a book, and so I think she wrote something like, "Oh yes, I finally remembered." So thanks, Erin, this is on my shelf. Well, they're my brag-worthy signed books. I just gotta let people know because it's so exciting. I hope you are all having a lovely Wednesday. I will see you on Sunday for our Illuminate live chat. I'm so excited. It was such a fantastic book, and I'm probably gonna mention it in my video next week as well. Hopefully I will see all you guys there. Bye!